Well, what is going on YouTube on this fine evening? We are back for episode number 10 of the Carl Show. And quick recap of what happened last week in the NFL. We'll start off. Yeah, we'll get to college football, NFL, MLB, NASCAR. I want to mention prayers and thoughts are with WWE superstar Roman Reigns. He is battling leukemia, a disease he first encountered when he was 22, about 11 years ago. Now it's in remission, so he had to relinquish the Universal title last night. This is not a work by WWE. This is a legit thing that they're doing right now. So thoughts and prayers are with him at this time, and hopefully he can get back to the ring real soon and doing what he loves. We're with you, Roman. Hopefully you fight this. All right, getting to NASCAR. They are now in the round of 8. After Chase Elliott's 2 wins in the round of 12, he has now moved his way into this final round. Eric Almirola winning 2 last week at Talladega. Joey Logano, Martin Truex Jr., Kevin Harvick, Kyle Busch, Clint Bowyer, and Kurt Busch are still alive for the championship. My pick to win it will be Kevin Harvick in that one. That they're racing at the paperclip of Martinsville. So hopefully it'll be a good, interesting race. Whoever wins that gets the grandfather clock. I don't think Kevin Harvick has ever won there, so interesting to see how that goes. My prediction, I think we're going to see probably Harvick, Truex Jr., and Kyle Busch in the 18 car. And then I wouldn't be surprised if you see Chase Elliott or somebody like Clint Bowyer get there to the championship 4. Now, Brad Keselowski is eliminated, so there will be a new 4 people there for this championship 4 when we get to Homestead Miami Speedway. Want to tell you, I'm going to try to drop some links here at the bottom here. So I'm going to say that like and subscribe to this channel. Please like and subscribe to Wake and Play. We did our Team Up Tuesday. I uploaded that video. Scott uploaded that video for us today. Really interested to see where this goes. So kind of branching out into gaming and streaming, and then also still doing this show once a week. And then outside of football season, I'll come back probably like once every couple of weeks to just kind of give you a report of what's going on in sports. NFL draft, free agency, baseball, basketball, hockey. You can even talk about horse racing if you want. But right now, the World Series, we got the Dodgers who won in 7 games over the Milwaukee Brewers. They are now second straight year they've been to the World Series. Boston has now won the American League over Houston 4-1 in 5 games, and they actually won tonight 8-4. So they're up 1-0 in that series, the best of 7 series. So I wouldn't be surprised if this goes 6 or 7 games. LA is really hungry, but Boston's got the offense to really put teams away. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, we're now going to get to football. Football. And last week in college, I went 4 for 4 as Florida State beat Wake Forest 38-17. Washington beats Colorado 27-13. Clemson crushes North Carolina State 41-7. Michigan wins at Michigan State 21-7. And a big upset in the top 5 was Purdue beating Ohio State 49-20. From what I gathered was I didn't really get to watch a lot of football this week. I was attending a wedding, which was beautiful, by the way. And but I did get to read up a little bit on it. Purdue was 10 steps ahead of Ohio State in that game. So let's move on. So I go 4 out of 4 this week on college football picks. This week we got a couple of good matchups that I like to look at. Iowa is at Penn State. That's a good Big Ten matchup. Florida at Georgia, which probably could determine who goes and faces Alabama in the SEC championship game. Washington's at Stanford, and Texas at Oklahoma State will be the Saturday night football game on ABC. I like Penn State over Iowa. I like Florida to beat Georgia, Stanford to beat Washington, and Texas to beat Oklahoma State. Why I like Penn State, I think they're going to bounce back and probably get up there and surprise a lot of people in this playoff. I don't really see Notre Dame losing. I think Notre Dame's probably got that spot. I mean, all these other teams got to play their conference championships. Notre Dame is an independent school, so let's see how Notre Dame does. But I like Penn State to kind of get up there, make some noise a little bit. Iowa's having a great season, but let's see what happens there. Florida and Georgia, I like Florida's offense. They are kind of coming around. The defense is really great. Dan Mullen has done a great job. Georgia, I think, got knocked down a little bit against LSU, that LSU lost. Um, Georgia has to overcome a lot, and losing Nick Chubb and Sony Michel to the NFL. But I like Florida in this game. And then Stanford to beat Washington State, however, is the game. Washington State at Stanford, not Washington Huskies. Stanford to beat Washington State. I just see more out of Stanford. I see a lot of poise and a lot of heart there. So I think they're playing for pride. Texas to beat Oklahoma State. Texas is now number 6 in the nation. This is a game they need to keep pace in this college football playoff. A very underrated team. West Virginia still in the hunt, I think, to win this conference. So is Oklahoma, but Texas right now is the front runner. So we'll see how this goes. I hate to say this, but we're already into Week 8 and Week 9 of college football in the NFL. So not a great thing, but it's not a bad thing. So we're getting closer and closer to determining a champion, and that's always great, no matter who it is. And we look forward to the NFL last week. Some of the games: Denver beat Arizona 45-10, making Arizona now 1-6. Chargers beat the Tennessee Titans in London 20-19. A questionable 2-point conversion attempt by the Tennessee Titans at the end of that game. Didn't get it. Trying to go for the win. I get the aggressiveness, but you got to play to win the game. And Tennessee just came up a little bit short in that game. They fall to 3-4. Them and the Chargers are on the bye this upcoming week. I didn't get my upset, which was the Ravens over the Saints, a missed extra point by Baltimore in that game at the end of the game, and Baltimore falls to 4-3. Saints are now 5-1, which right now the Saints and the Rams are the front runners in the NFC. Kansas City throttles Cincinnati 45-10. Kansas City's now 6-1. Yeah, 6-1 on the season. And Atlanta beat the Giants last night 23-20. So I go 4 out of 5 for the week. Some other notable games. Carolina comes back and beats Philadelphia 21-17. A lot of question marks there before the Eagles and the Jags. Jags have lost 4 in a row after a 3-0 start. The Bucks beating the Cleveland Browns on a 59-yard field goal to win the game. Bucks are now 3-3, and they will, moving forward, they will play the Bengals this week. Cleveland's looking a lot more competitive than people think. You need to give them a couple of, maybe another season to get really focused, but they will be at Pittsburgh this upcoming week. And another shout out I will give out to will be to the Detroit Lions winning on the road against Miami 32-21. They are now at 500 at 3-3, and Detroit will be playing the Seattle Seahawks this week. So for the 4 games that I am picking, obviously, we try to do the primetime games and then one game in the middle. I was really struggling to find a couple of good games that I really wanted to pick, some teams that I didn't pick or any. So the 2 games I'm going to pick is the Thursday night game, the Dolphins at the Texans. Denver, Kansas City. New Orleans is at Minnesota on Sunday night, and New England at Buffalo. So for the first game, I am taking, for Miami and Houston, remember we do this with stickers, I like the Houston Texans. Just think Houston is now going for 5 in a row. Brock Osweiler is still the quarterback for the Miami Dolphins. I don't know if Tannehill is going to come back, so we'll see.
That was awesome.
So we got Denver and Kansas City. Everybody, we do an upset pick. I don't think this is going to happen, but it could happen. The reason why is these 2 teams, when they get together, you can throw the records out the window. They play hard against one another. They're division rivals, Denver and Kansas City. So if you see where I'm going with this, the upset pick is going to be the Broncos over the Chiefs. Not likely to happen. I think Kansas City's got more firepower on offense. Denver, I don't think, can cover all that well. I like Von Miller, don't get me wrong, but he can't do it by himself. New Orleans at Minnesota is the next game on Sunday night, and it pains me to say this as everybody knows I'm a Packer fan, but I am taking the Vikings to win at home. Minnesota is really finding their stride now. They are 4-2-1, coming off they've rattled off 3 wins in a row 3 wins in a row after losing to the Rams. Just steadily coming back to fruition, finding their way. They could be a contender. Who knows what happens with this team? If they can find their way, get healthy, they're going to be right up there with the Saints and the Rams, as was the case last season. And the final game is New England at Buffalo. Of course, this isn't an upset pick. I think this is a given. This is going to happen. I am taking the Patriots to beat the Buffalo Bills. So, to recap, I got the Texans over the Dolphins. Upset pick is Denver over Kansas City, Minnesota over New Orleans, and New England to beat Buffalo. So I just want to let you all know, like I said before, like and subscribe to this channel. We're going to be doing some gaming on here as well, maybe some commentary and uploading from Twitch. I will drop a Twitch account on here within the next week. I'm also going to tell you to like and subscribe to Wake and Play channel. That's my friend Scott Horton. We're also going to drop links on here with Facebook. Like us, follow us on Facebook, follow us here on YouTube, and then later on we'll try to get links for Twitch. So y'all have a fantastic week. Glad y'all keep watching. Love the support, and God bless. Thank y'all.